Considering the evolving security situation, a lot of experts have said that we need something like an Asian NATO. I know that the Quad has often been called an Asian NATO, but we are far from a mutual security umbrella in the Quad. Do you think that having a grouping like that is going to help, or will it exacerbate the tensions? And if we were to have such a group, who would you see as part of it?
Asian NATO?
Yes.
Well, you know, the origins of ASEAN have to do with something like that. After the establishment of NATO in Europe, there was an attempt by the Americans to establish SEATO. It existed for a while, Southeast Asian Treaty Organization, very, very similar to NATO. But most of the leaders in Southeast Asia thought that they could do a better job by themselves. Led by, I remember very well because I was still in school, but I remember the discussion, led by my father and then Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew. And then slowly Malaysia came to join, other countries came to join, and that's how ASEAN was born. ASEAN was born in the Singapore, I remember. So this is for us. That serves that purpose. That serves the purpose for that aggregation. However, since we now define the region that needs to work together as Indo-Pacific, then ASEAN may be no longer enough. Maybe there has to be more. But even if you watch ASEAN has involved more and more countries every time that we have our summits. And we have ASEAN, we have the ASEAN, we have the APEC, we have the ASEAN Plus, we have the ASEAN Plus Gulf countries, we have the ASEAN Plus China. And so it's evolving that way, and it's evolving. So although they are not members, and we just we're about to welcome Timor-Leste as a full member from observer status. But although they're not members, they're very, very much part of the discussion now. And I think that's absolutely the right way, the right direction to go, because these forces of instability that we have just been suffering. Number one, we still are, for all intents and purposes, still suffering some of the ravages of COVID. So there is that. So and then the wars all around the world, and then now the impending trade war. These are all global instabilities. These are all hugely global forces, and therefore needs a global solution, which cannot again be provided by one country or even a small group of countries. It has to be brought. That stability can only be defended by a coalition, again, of states, of like-minded communities that are working together to maintain the peace.